There's something humbling about tending a garden. Each leaf, each sprout holds promise, but along with that promise comes a challenge. Fungal diseases, powdery mildew, downy mildew, and root rot, they don't ask permission. They creep in silently, often overnight, threatening your hard work before it ever has a chance to bear fruit. But what if I told you there's a natural way to defend your plants? One that doesn't require a trip to the store, just a simple ingredient from your kitchen. A quiet hero in powdered form. One that not only fights disease, but nourishes your soil and roots too. Stick around, my friends. Today on Buckeye Bloomstead, we're about to reveal a time-tested remedy using nothing more than cinnamon and a few homestead staples. Oh, and be sure to watch till the end. We've tucked in a few extra tips that might just transform your entire approach to garden health. But before we dig into the details, I'd love to know, what natural remedies have you used in your garden? Drop your favorite tip in the comments below. Your experience might just help another grower on their journey. Fungal foes and cinnamon fix. Now let's talk about the battlefield. Cucumber plants are particularly vulnerable to a number of fungi. From the silvery film of powdery mildew to the damp devastation of downy mildew, these intruders weaken your plants and reduce your harvest. And then there's root rot, caused by pathogens like Phytophthora, a silent killer that destroys from below, but as nature so often provides, there's a counterbalance. Enter cinnamon powder. Yes, cinnamon, the same spice that perfumes your favorite baked goods, is a powerhouse in the garden. Rich in magnesium, phosphorus, calcium, potassium, iron, and vitamins A, B6, C, and more, it's both a nutrient and a natural fungicide. And best of all, it's already in most kitchen cupboards. Mixing the remedy. So how do we harness its power? You'll start with half a liter of clean water. Into that, add 2 to 2.5 tablespoons of ground cinnamon. Give it a good shake or stir, get that powder moving. Next, and this part is optional but highly recommended, we introduce another humble hero, wood ash. A natural fertilizer rich in potassium and trace minerals, wood ash strengthens plant defenses and improves soil quality. Add about 4 teaspoons of wood ash to the bottle. Shake it again, stirring well until the mixture becomes a rich, earthy tea. This simple infusion is the foundation of your natural plant protector. Let's talk about dilution and application. Now comes the important step, dilution. Take your concentrated mixture and pour it into about 4 liters of clean water. Stir gently, ensuring an even consistency. You've now got a natural, nutrient-rich solution ready for action. And how do we apply it? In 2 ways, irrigation and foliar spray. Start by watering your cucumber or pepper plants directly at the base. This helps fight off root rot and nourishes the soil. Then strain the mixture, removing any sediment that might clog your sprayer, and pour it into a clean spray bottle or pump sprayer. Mist the leaves of your plants thoroughly, top and underside. This creates a protective barrier against airborne spores and fungal intrusions. Why this works? You might be wondering, why cinnamon? Well, cinnamon has antifungal properties. It's been used for centuries in traditional medicine, and in the soil, it performs much the same. It doesn't just block disease, it supports root strength, deters gnats and pests, and encourages a healthier microbial balance in the garden. Now here is some bonus tip. Application timing. Apply this solution early in the morning or late in the day, when the sun is less intense and your leaves are more receptive. Avoid spraying in direct sunlight to prevent any scorching, and repeat this treatment once every 7 to 10 days, or after a heavy rain. Persistence is key when protecting your plants the natural way. Additional plant uses. This remedy isn't just for cucumbers either. You'll find similar benefits when using it on peppers, tomatoes, squash, and even some herbs. Just remember, always test a small area first, especially if your plants are young or particularly sensitive. Every garden is unique, and even natural remedies deserve a gentle introduction. Why fungal infections happen in the first place. Now let's dig a little deeper into why fungal infections like downy mildew and powdery mildew take hold. These fungi thrive in warm, damp environments, particularly where air circulation is poor. If you water late in the day, or your plants are packed too tightly, moisture lingers on the leaves overnight, creating the perfect conditions for spores to spread silently. That's why preventative measures like our cinnamon and ash spray are so valuable. Are there any natural prevention techniques to use alongside cinnamon? While cinnamon and ash can work wonders, it's not the only way to keep your garden resilient. Companion planting is another secret weapon. Try interplanting cucumbers with basil or marigold, plants known for repelling pests and creating healthier growing environments. Pruning lower leaves, spacing plants well, and rotating crops each year are simple practices that can make a world of difference. Why organic methods matter. You may be wondering, why not just buy a commercial fungicide? Well, here at Buckeye Bloomstead, we believe in solutions that don't compromise the health of our soil or the food on our table. Commercial treatments often contain harsh chemicals that can linger on fruits and leach into the soil. Cinnamon, on the other hand, is biodegradable, non-toxic, and entirely safe for pollinators like bees and butterflies. That's a solution we can all feel good about. Here, let's walk you through a real example. This cucumber plant has just started showing signs of stress. Look closely at the leaf edges. You'll notice a light fuzzy white, early signs of powdery mildew. Using our cinnamon mixture as both a soil drench and foliar spray not only treats this, but strengthens the plant against further damage. Although most home remedies are great to use, there are some common mistakes people make when using home remedies. So we want to share a word of caution. Even natural remedies require a little know-how. Don't oversaturate your plants with cinnamon spray. Too much of a good thing can still stress tender leaves. Always strain your mixture to avoid clogged nozzles. And if your climate is especially dry, consider using the mixture in the early morning or evening to avoid leaf burn from the midday sun. And cinnamon can also be used in other areas of the garden. Cinnamon doesn't just stop fungal infections. It can also be sprinkled around seed trays to prevent damping off disease, a common killer of seedlings. We have used cinnamon for this very reason, and it has worked for us. Simply by providing a light dusting at the base of young transplants can deter ants and gnats. It's even said to help root cuttings take hold more quickly. It's one of nature's most versatile allies. You know, here at Buckeye Bloomstead, we love sharing our morsels of knowledge with all of our viewers. And like you, we ourselves learn something new every single day. As we grow, we learn from each other. Many gardeners in our Buckeye Bloomstead community have their own twists on this technique. Some add chamomile tea, others mix in neem oil for added protection. If you've got a variation that works, share it in the comments. Your tip might be just what another gardener needs and may just make it in a segment of an upcoming video. So feel free to share those tips with us. You can email us at buckeyebloomsteadteam@gmail.com. So what about preventing future fungal outbreaks? Well, now that we've fortified our cucumber plants with this cinnamon and wood ash tonic, let's talk about prevention. Because as any seasoned gardener will tell you, prevention is the real cure. Fungal diseases love one thing above all else: moisture without movement. When water sits on leaves overnight or airflow is stifled, the conditions become ideal for mildew and mold to thrive. So, the first step in fungal prevention is a simple one: spacing. When you plant your cucumbers too close together, you're inviting problems. Give each vine the room it needs to breathe. Not just to grow, but to circulate air and dry off after rainfall or watering. Think of your plants like lungs. They need space to exhale. Next, water the soil, not the leaves. In the cool of morning or late in the day, give your plants a long, slow drink at the base. Avoid splashing the foliage, especially when the sun is strongest. Wet leaves in direct light can burn, while wet leaves in the shade become fungal magnets. And mulch. Rich, natural mulch like straw, shredded leaves, or even compost can be your plant's best friend. It retains moisture in the soil where it belongs and stops fungal spores in the dirt from splashing up during rain or watering. Just like in life, the smallest habits can bring the biggest protection. Let's touch more on companion planting and cucumber allies. If you've never explored the idea of companion planting, well, now's the time. Nature thrives on harmony, and some plants, when grown together, help one another in surprising ways. Cucumbers, for instance, benefit from neighbors like nasturtiums and marigolds. These flowering allies not only brighten your garden, but help repel insects that carry fungal diseases from one plant to another. Basil and dill are more than culinary herbs. Their fragrant oils confuse pests, making it harder for harmful insects to locate your cucumbers. And then there's radishes, a curious little friend that matures quickly, disrupts soil pests, and opens up growing space for slower crops. But one plant you'll want to keep at a distance is the potato. While potatoes and cucumbers may seem innocent enough, both are prone to blight and should be planted far apart to avoid a fungal domino effect. Companion planting isn't just a technique, it's a philosophy, one that says the garden works best when it works together. Just like people, plants are stronger in the company of good neighbors. So, as you prepare your cucumber patch this season, think about the allies you'll plant alongside. They might be the secret ingredient to your healthiest harvest yet. Remember, it is key to be observant when in the garden, because generally there are signs of trouble. So how do you spot and stop fungal issues early? In every garden, even the most watchful eye can miss the quiet beginnings of a problem. Fungal infections don't shout, they whisper. They creep in slowly like a shadow at dusk, and if you're not paying attention, they'll settle in before you ever notice. So, what does early trouble look like? It begins with the leaves, your plant's first line of communication. Pale yellow spots that seem harmless at first, powdery flecks that resemble flour, a faint fuzz beneath the leaf or along the stem. These are the early murmurs of downy mildew, powdery mildew, and leaf spot diseases. And then there's the wilting, not the thirsty kind that revives after a drink, but the slow, inexplicable collapse of a once thriving vine. Often it's root rot below the surface or fungal invaders choking the plant from within. But friends, here's the good news. When caught early, most fungal problems are treatable. You don't need chemicals or commercial cures. You need vigilance and consistency. Keep a weekly garden journal. Snap photos of your plants. Check under the leaves, especially after rain or humid days. And most importantly, act fast. Don't wait until tomorrow. A spray with your cinnamon and wood ash tonic, a little extra airflow, a bit of pruning, it can all make the difference. And remember, you are not alone. Every gardener, from the first-time planter to the lifelong grower, faces setbacks. But those who observe, who listen to their plants, and who treat every leaf like a page in a story, they learn, they adapt, and they grow stronger, just like their gardens. Now let's wrap this up. What began with a simple pantry staple, cinnamon, has turned into something so much more. A lesson in resilience, a recipe for protection, and a reminder that sometimes the best solutions are the ones that grow quietly beside us, waiting to be noticed. Whether you're battling downy mildew or just want a stronger start for your cucumbers, peppers, or squash, this method can serve as your gentle ally in the garden. If this video has helped you, inspired you, or even sparked curiosity, give us a thumbs up. It truly helps the channel grow. And if you haven't already, we invite you to subscribe to Buckeye Bloomstead, where we share not just gardening tips, but the timeless skills of self-reliance, nature, and nourishment. Let us know in the comments. Have you used cinnamon or wood ash in your garden? What other natural methods have worked for you? And before you go, don't miss the next video, Secrets to Growing Tomatoes Like the Amish. Bigger, better, naturally. It's packed with hands-on advice from the heartland. Until next time, stay rooted, stay curious, and keep growing.